All right, we're gonna start with some squats this morning. So bring the feet hip width apart. We're gonna sit back, press up through the heels so the weight is in the heels of the feet. Nice, chest are raised. And breathe, just warming that body up. Couple more here. All right, give me 2 pulses at the bottom. So pulse for 2 and up. Pulse for 2 and up. You decide how low into that squat you're sinking. Give me 4 more like this. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, stand up. We're going to take these feet pretty wide apart. We're going to do an unweighted wood chop just to get the motion to warm up those muscles. So we come up to a high diagonal, and we're going to come around, rotate through to the other hip. Up. You're pivoting a little bit on those feet. Okay? Coming into a partial lunge on the side. Okay? If it's too much to do the full rotation, instead reach up, rotate to hip. Okay, that's a good substitute motion right there. But if you want, and if you can, take it all the way around. 2 more this side. And 1 more. And we'll take it to the other side, okay? So reach up, rotate around, up, rotate around. Nice. Warming up that body. So we are doing a pumpkin workout today. You are welcome to use a pumpkin as your weight. You're also welcome to just use regular weights. If you have a medicine ball at home, it would be an excellent time to use that. Give me 2 more. And 1 more. All right, we're going to stand tall. We're going to do alternating reverse lunges. So we'll take a step back to a lunge, back to center. We're going to do the other foot. Take a step back to center. Now, I think you're taking a fairly sizable step back. You can really sink into it. We'll do 3 more each side. Two. 1 more each side. Very good. Stand up. We're going to jog or march, okay? So you're jogging, you're marching. We're just going to circle the arms, okay? Warming up the shoulders, warming up the arms. Now reverse it. Take it back. All right, we're going to open and close the chest, okay? Take the arms out wide, bring the arms across. Wide and across. Nice, keep it going. Perfect. Shake those arms out. All right, so we're going to get going. I've got my weights back here today. Probably using the middle one for the most part. All right, so the first exercise we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing a squat variation. Think of picking something up off the floor and then putting it on a high shelf. So I'm going to grab my pumpkin here. You can grab pumpkin, you can grab medicine ball, you can grab some weights. I'm going to squat, touch the floor, squat, raise it up over my head. As we touch the floor, I want you to keep a nice, strong, as straight as you can back. We come down like this. We take it up overhead. Okay, we're not rounding towards the floor. If you can't bring it all the way to the floor and keep it straight back, just go as low as you can, okay? All right. Feet about hip width apart, maybe a little wider. Take it down towards the floor and back overhead. Excellent. We'll do 10 of these. I'll count them for us. I'll be starting to feel warm with this, little body move. Halfway. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. This next move can be a wood chop. We did some unweighted wood chops in the warm-up. If you're using a dumbbell, let me show you real quick. You're gonna wanna hold the dumbbell on each end, like this. Those feet are nice and wide. You bring it up high, rotate around. Or if you're doing the modified movement, high, bring it to hip, okay? Nice strong back, we're using the core through this move. Let me grab my appropriate pumpkin. Feet wide apart, up high, rotate it around. Up high, and rotate. Excellent. We're halfway. Watch the balance. 3 more. 2, and 1. Excellent. Other diagonal, okay? So bring it high and bring it around. Remember, you can shorten that movement and just make it high to hip, okay? Is that 5 more? Okay. 3 more. 2, and 1. Nice. Okay. This next one, the pumpkin, the weight, whatever you're using, is going to stay on the floor. We're going to do a move that we call toe taps. All we're going to do is toe comes up and taps. It can be as slow as this, or you're just very intentionally tapping. It can be sped up, okay, or you're running it. All right. If you have weights, you can do the same thing. You could choose something else at your house to set there and do. You can use an imaginary one, okay? All right, so we'll do sets of 10. So each foot taps that pumpkin, or whatever you're tapping, 10 times. Here we go. So we're tapping. You can speed it up if you'd like. I've got 2 and 1. If you're slower, you may still be going. Get all those toe taps in. Okay, let me talk about the next one. We're going to be coming down to the floor. I'm doing a plank variation. I'm going to be setting my pumpkin at the top of my mat. And I'm going to do it so that when I come to my plank, I can reach out and touch it. Okay? So you want it to be just as far away so that your fingertips can tap it. So we're going to be doing a plank where we alternate arms, reaching forward to tap that pumpkin or whatever it is you're tapping. It can be something imaginary. You can do the plank, from your knees. Just make sure that you're activating those glutes, activating the abs, okay? So they're nice and tight. Right here like this. You can come up onto the toes and tap. So we'll tap 10 times each hand, okay? All right, come to that plank. Nice and activated core. Reach and reach, reach and reach. Excellent. Try and have minimal movement from the body as we do this. Halfway. 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Come to those knees. Shake out those wrists. Okay, so we're going to be standing up next and doing a lunge. We're going to be calling this a loaded lunge. We're just going to add some weights that we're either going to hold or extend overhead to make this just a little harder on those legs. You're also welcome to do this move body weight and just do the lunges with just your weight, okay? So, 2 options for holding your weights, holding your pumpkin. One is at chest. You can even rest it, like my pumpkin's a little large. I can rest it here against the chest, or you can hold it out in front. So we'll do those reverse lunges, alternating sides like we did in the warm-up. The second, and this is more challenging, is to bring those arms overhead and hold them through the whole set, okay? Or you could try holding it overhead for as long as you can, and then when the arms get tired, bring the arms down, okay? I think that's what I'm gonna shoot for today. Seeing how long I can hold them overhead. All right, so bring that weight either to chest height or overhead. Reverse lunge, keeping that chest raised, okay? Decide how low you're sinking in the lunge and taking mine fairly low and breathe. Here we go. That's halfway, guys. Arms are getting tired, but I'm gonna keep going as long as I can. 3 more each side. 2. 1 more each side. Nice. Whatever option you chose, good job. Okay, it's no joke. So, this next move, we're gonna do an elevated bridge variation. So, I'm gonna be putting a foot on top of my pumpkin. You're welcome to put feet on top of, stairs. You wanna go higher, a chair, okay? Get creative. You're also welcome to keep both feet on the floor. So I'll start with our basic bridge, then I'll work it up to show you some options, okay? So, for a bridge, our knees are bent, feet are on the floor. We lift up, we squeeze the glutes, okay? So this is level 1, no elevation. Level 2, we'll be taking both feet to an elevated surface, lifting and squeezing. And the third level for today is a single leg, okay? Which is what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be doing a single leg glute bridge. So I'll do 10 one side, 10 the other. If you're doing a version where you're doing both feet on the floor, we'll try and have you do 2 sets of 10 with that, okay? All right, so choose what you'd like to do. Get your feet placed, okay? Let's lift and squeeze and lower. Lift and squeeze and lower. Excellent. Halfway. 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. So, if you're doing a single leg, switch to the other foot. If you're doing double legs, get ready for another set. Here we go. Lift and lower. If you happen to have a pumpkin at home, makes it a little more difficult, like mine is on its side, so it's rolling a little bit. Halfway. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Whew, calm down. We're going to sit up. For this next one, it's another one where you can use the pumpkin to offset the side. You also could use a weight. If you turn it on its side and hold it, like you would, like you're going to do a bicep curl, it'll give you a tiny bit of elevation. So you might want to find a step or something higher. So it's going to be a staggered push-up. That's what I'm talking about. So with a staggered push-up, one hand comes to the pumpkin. So one of my hands is elevated and the other is not. You can do this from knees, right here, from toes, okay? You are also welcome to just do a regular push-up with both hands on the ground. We're going to do 10 total. So if you're elevating a hand, I'll do 5 on one side, and then I'll switch and do 5 on the other. What this does is 2 things. It makes us a little bit more unstable, and anytime we introduce instability, we're working our core a little more. The other thing is it offsets so that one arm is working harder than it is used to in a push-up, so it's a little bit more of an arm workout and a chest workout for that one side, okay? All right, so 10 total, 5 each side if you're elevating, okay? All right, here we go. Down and up. Remember to breathe. That's 5, so I'm going to switch to my other side here. Excellent. When you're done, you can sit back, take a nice deep breath. Okay. We have one more new exercise that we'll introduce in our circuit today, and that's going to be a Russian twist. No, two more. We skipped one, so we're going to have to do it. And then next time, it'll go back to its correct position in all of this. Okay, so the next two exercises are going to be core exercises, both of them. The first one is an alternating V-up. I'll explain it. I'm going to have you guys join me, starting with the low level, and then I want you to try each of them to decide where you'd like to be, whether you want to be at level 1 or maybe a more advanced version. Let's try these without weights, and you can decide if you'd like to add one. So we're going to sit up and we're going to lean back, okay? So we feel those abs engaged. They're keeping us from laying down on the ground, okay? And level 1, all we do is we raise a knee and tap, raise the other knee and tap right here, okay? That's level 1. Level 2, we're going to make a straight leg, okay? So we lean back, we reach for the toe, we reach for the toe. Maybe you're leaning back a little bit further, okay? Level 3, we lay down on the ground. Arms and legs are straight. We're going to sit up. We're going to use those abs, okay? We're going to reach for the opposite toe and back down. Reach for the opposite toe and back down. Now, if you'd like, you're welcome to add a weight to any of these options, okay? A pumpkin, whatever you've got. You're also welcome to do this one just completely body weight. So, if you're using it here, you're tapping the knees. You're here, you're reaching like that. And if you're here, the arms just kind of extend up overhead and come towards that foot or that knee. Okay? Remember to keep those abs engaged the whole move, okay? Try not to use momentum. All right, I'm going to do mine down on the ground. Bring those arms overhead. Here we go. Reach and go back down. Reach and go back down. Core is activated. Keep it going. Halfway through. Four more. If you're doing a different level, you may be quicker because your arc isn't as big. Two more. And one more. Nice. We're going to set it up. Now we'll do those Russian twists. The next time we go through this, the Russian twist and the alt V-ups will not be one right after another. But today, on this round, your abs get a special treat. Okay? So we're doing Russian twists next. If you've been to any of my classes before, you've probably done them. We kind of sit tall and lean back, just like we did in that last exercise. We're going to tap side to side, okay? Nice big half circle back and forth. So, if you'd like to advance the move, you lean back and you take those feet up off the ground. And if you really want to make it hard, you straighten the legs. That is a very difficult move. You're welcome to do it, okay? It's hard for me to do it and talk, so I will probably bend my knees. All right? Sit tall, lean back. We're going to twist side to side. Excellent. Use the core. If you feel like your hips are pulling and your feet are elevated, bring those feet back down. Give me 3, 2, and 1. All right, so now you've seen all the exercises for today. Go ahead, grab yourself a drink, and then we'll start from the top, okay? You may have noticed I did not use my large pumpkin. This is a pumpkin that we grew at the kids' school. It is a giant pumpkin that is runty, but it is like dense. It is so heavy. I think it's like Would you say it's like 40 or 50 pounds? Like, we should weigh it. All we have is a luggage scale, so I'll have to like
Put it in a suitcase.
put it in a suitcase. Great idea. All right. Okay, so we're gonna be doing that squat, pick up and press. Okay. I'm gonna grab my medium-sized pumpkin for this one. You can grab weights. You can even do this body weight if you'd like. Okay. Bring those feet hip width apart. Try and keep that back nice and straight through the move. Here we go. Bring it down and up overhead. Down and up overhead. Excellent. Halfway. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Next is going to be that wood chop. Bring those feet wide, okay? If you have a dumbbell, you're holding it in the hands on the ends, okay? I'm going to turn my pumpkin so I've got bottom and step. We're going to bring up to the diagonal, and then you can bring it to the hip, or you can rotate all the way through to a lunge, okay? For 10, here we go. Up and rotate. We're breathing, we're halfway through the side. 2, and 1. So then we'll do the other side. So coming up to this diagonal. Ready? Here we go. Up and around. Up and around. I'm breathing. I hope you're breathing. Halfway. 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Pumpkin or weight comes down to the floor, toe taps. Okay? You can also use an imaginary thing that you're tapping, or you're going like this. Okay? They can be slow, they can be sped up. All right, here we go. So we're tapping. If you'd like to speed it up, speed it up. Excellent. Just 10 of them. It's my last set. If you're going slower, keep it going. Get through to the end. Very good. All right. For our next one, this is our loaded lunge, okay? This is where that weight can either be held right here at chest, can be extended overhead, okay? I'll see how long I make it. I may not make it through the whole one with my weight overhead. So I'm gonna take my weight overhead as long as I can and bring it to chest when those arms get tired. So alternating reverse lunges. Here we go. Step back and together, step back and together. Chests are raised. Nice. Decent size step back. We are halfway through. Four more. Hang in there, you've got this. Two. One more. Nice. All right. Whew. Way to go. I always say I don't think I'm going to make it. And then that stubborn determination comes in. I hope you're having some stubborn determination at home. All right. Now, we're going to do the alternating VIs in their proper place in this circuit. So we're doing them now. You have a couple different options of how to do them. You can do them with weights or no weights at all. I'm going to switch to my lighter pumpkin. So quick recap. You can be here, you can be here, or you can be on the ground. Okay? 10 each side. Here we go. Abs are engaged. Keep it going. If you're on the ground, I'm halfway. I have 4 more. Nice and controlled. 3. Watch that neck, make sure you're not straining it. 1 more set. Very good. Okay, so next will come the elevated bridge, or the bridge variation, whatever you're taking. I'm going to do a single leg elevated glute bridge. You're welcome to do no elevation. You're welcome to do both feet. Whatever works for your body. Today, I'm going to turn my pumpkin on its side. 1 foot on there. Okay? For 10. Here we go. Raise and squeeze and lower. Raise and squeeze and lower. Halfway. 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Then we'll switch to the other side, okay? Or do another set of double leg. Here we go. Raise and squeeze and lower. Halfway. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Come and sit up for me. We're going to flip over. We're doing push-ups next. I'm going to do elevated push-ups. So 5 with one hand elevated, 5 with the other. You can do it with no elevation and just do regular push-ups. You can do it from knees, you can do it from toes. Okay? You got it. All right. Here we go. 10 total. Halfway for me. So I'll switch to the other side with my pumpkin. When you're done, take a few deep breaths. Okay? Then we are to the last exercise of the circuit. Break. So this next one is going to be the Russian twist. Okay? Grab a weight, going side to side. Knees are bent, heels are rested to start. Lean back, twist and twist. If you'd like, you can lift those feet. Remember to breathe. Halfway. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Time for a little break. Time for a sip of water. Okay? And we'll go through that one more time. Go for the windows. We've warmed up over here. We're gonna let some of that ice cold air in to cool us down. All right, now's a great time if there's anything that's tight, that you can kind of loosen it out, stretch it out before we get going on this last time through the circuit. Okay? So we're gonna be starting with that squat, kick up to overhead press. Okay? Again, quick reminder, you really want to watch that back as you come down and as you transition going up. Try to not round forward and try not to have excessive arching, okay? As much as you can, keep it as flat as possible. All righty, Grab on my pumpkin. You can grab your pumpkin, grab your weights. Here we go. Feet a little wider than hip width apart. Down to the floor and up overhead. Down to the floor and up overhead. Excellent. Slow it down. If you slow motion down, you actually have to work harder. So on this last time through, we're going to really slow everything down, work those muscles. 4 more. 4. As slow as you can go. 3. Slow motion. 2 more. 1 more. Excellent, you made it through. So our wood chops are next. Same thing. We're going to see if we can slow those down, especially the last reps, okay? Bring those feet wide, apart. Grab your weight, whether it's a pumpkin or an actual weight. Bring it up to that diagonal. Rotate around with a lunge, or simply bring to the hip. Halfway through this side, slow it down. Really concentrate. 2 more. 1 more. You're feeling it. All right, then we got to do that other side. Here we go. High diagonal, rotate it around. This is halfway. See if you can slow it down even more. Take it up. Bring it around. Up and around. 2 more. Nice and slow. The last one. Nice. All right. Next one is toe taps. I'm not going to have you slow motion this one. Okay? Unless you need to. Slow motion is actually a little easier on this one. Okay? So just 10 alternating toe taps. Here we go. It's our tiny little cardio boost today. That's 10 for me. If you're still going, keep it going until you're done. All right. Then we have our loaded lunge. Okay? So we have the alternating reverse lunge. You can start, if you'd like, with hands overhead, as long as you can. When you need to, and maybe you need to right from the start, you're bring that weight right in front of you. Okay? We'll see how long I last with this going slow. All right. Weight comes overhead. Big step back and forward. Lunge and back together. Excellent. Chest to raise. Breathe. That's halfway. Focus on slowing it down. We're breathing. 4. Slow motion. 3. 2 more. 1 more. Each side. All right. There we go. Nice job. Okay. So then we're going to be doing our alternating V-ups. Okay? Got 3 levels for that one. You can use weights or no weights at all. So quick reminder, level 1, level 2, and level 3 is down here. Okay? As controlled as you can make these. Here we go. Engage the abs. Try and relax the neck. Keeping that chin way off the chest. Almost halfway. I'm halfway. You may be faster than me, that's fine. Remember, try and focus on going slow. Really feeling that range of motion. Really using those muscles. Three. 2 more. I have 1 more set. Excellent job. Woo! When you're done, we're going to be doing our bridge variation. So I'm going to get a pumpkin to put under a foot. You're welcome to do it on the ground and with both feet or 1 foot. You're welcome to elevate it with either both feet or 1 foot. Okay? I'm just going to lay my pumpkin on its side. 1 foot on there. Okay? Here we go for 10. Lift, squeeze, bring it down. Remember, we're slowing it down, really focusing. Squeeze at the top, slowly lower. Halfway, working on slowing mine down. 3 more. 2. And 1. So, do another set, either on that other foot or another set with both. Here we go. Up and lower. Nice and controlled. I'm halfway, I'm going to really slow it down. Slow motion. Got 3, 2, and 1. Nice. All right. Then we are to our push-ups, either staggered or not. I'm going to offer the same challenge. If you have the control to slow that motion down, do it. If you don't and you need to just take it at a normal cadence, feel free, okay? Ask your body what it's up for today and see if you can push it just a little bit. So 10 push-ups total, from knees, from toes, staggered or not staggered. If you can, slow it down. Here we go. I'm halfway, so I'll switch to the other side. Nice and slow, reminder. And 1 more. All right, nice job, guys. Whew. 1 more exercise that's part of the overall circuit, okay? So, Russian twists are the last one. Same thing applies here. Take whatever variation you're doing so you can really slow it down, okay? So have a seat, bend the knees, gently rest the heels, lean back. Let's twist side to side, lift those feet to the blank, slowing it down. Four more. 3, 2, and 1. Nice. All right, guys. Set those pumpkins or weights to the side for me. Grab a sip of water, and then join me back at your mat or your space on the floor. All right. We're going to do a little bit of back work here at the end. We're going to be doing an X bend back extension. So basically, we're going to make ourselves into an X. Okay? We're laying down on our bellies. We're going to lift up. We're going to bend the elbows. Okay? So hands are coming back behind the neck. And we're going to bend the knees so that the feet are coming towards the glutes. That's our high level for this. Let me show you some modifications. Modifications, so an intermediate one would be to not bend. You just lift and lower. And to make it even easier, you bring hands and arms so that it's like you're more like a Superman, where arms are above you, feet are behind you, and you're lifting and lowering. You can even alternate opposite arm, opposite leg, okay? But if you're gonna do, let me move my pumpkin out of my way, and my water bottle. If you're gonna do that full X bend, come to that X, lift, bend, and extend. Join me in whatever option you're choosing. Try and keep those eyes on the floor. We've done 6. We're gonna see if we can go for 20, guys. You need to take a break if you can. That's 10, so halfway. 8. 6. 4. 2. And 1. Bring it down. Take a few deep breaths while you lay here on the floor. Nice job, everybody. Whew. All right. Now bring those arms back to center. We're going to do a couple of swimmers. Okay, so swimmers, like you're going to do Superman, arms and legs are in front. You lift up and you just flutter the arms and the legs like you're doing a strange swim through water. Okay? You can modify by doing that alternating arm and leg like this, where you're lifting and lowering, lifting and lowering. It's a little bit easier. Okay, so we're going to swim for 20. This is our last exercise on a stretch, okay? Eyes on the mat, trying to keep that neck as relaxed as possible. Here we go. Lift up and swim. We're swimming. Water would be pretty cold today, but that's okay. Halfway. Give me 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come down to the floor. Bend those elbows. Bring the elbows nice and close to the body and lift up onto those forearms, okay? Lifting that chest. You can stay right here. If you're not feeling it though, you need a deeper stretch. You'll press up, okay? But only if you feel nothing down on the ground, okay? If you feel it here, stay here. Good job, everybody. You made it through our pumpkin circuit. All right. We're going to come up, scooch those knees under the body, arms reach out, and we sit back. towards the heels in child's pose. Walk those fingers as far forward as you can so you're getting a nice stretch through the shoulders. And we're going to come up to all fours, okay? So knees under hips, wrists under shoulders. We're going to round that back. So round it up, and then round it down and look forward. Round up, down and look forward. So Friday, we're going to be doing a spooky themed hit. Love for you guys to join me. Give me 3 more here. 2 more. And 1 more. Come to a neutral spine. Thread the needle. Take an arm through and lean as much or as little into this arm as you would like. To feel that stretch through the shoulder. We're going to come back to center. We'll do that other side. Take the other arm through, lean into it as much or as little as feels good. And just enjoy that stretch. You've earned it. Now come back to center. All right, so we're going to head up towards downward dog. We're going to curl our toes and press up and back. And we're going to pedal those feet. One heel coming towards the floor, then the other. Okay? Feeling a stretch in the calves. Get ready. Take both those heels towards the floor. You can bend the knees if you need to. Maybe you don't have the flexibility in the hamstrings. Listen to your body. Do what it needs to do to get a good stretch, but not one that's going to injure you. Sink a little further into it. And come to the knees. Okay, we're going to do a high kneel. We're going to bring 1 foot forward. We're going to tuck the tailbone, but we're also going to make sure we're tucking the pelvis so we're not, leaning too far forward. We're going to just lean ever so slightly forward, trying to feel a stretch, okay, through the area coming out from like the groin. If you want, you can take one hand to the leg here and reach up towards the ceiling, lengthening that arm. It's a very small movement. Bring that arm down. We'll do the other side. So the other knee comes forward, tuck the tailbone, tuck the pelvis, and just lean ever so slightly forward into this knee. We're going to take one hand to the leg, reach the other hand up overhead, lengthening. And bring it back down. Have a seat on the floor. We're going to bend one knee in front, take the other leg straight out. Bring an arm across the body and then down, reaching for, shin, ankle, toes, knees, perhaps. Wherever your flexibility takes you. Lean into it a little bit more. And bring us hands to the floor in front of you and lean. So you feel that gentle stretch. You don't want to feel like it's pulling. Then I'll sit up. Take this other leg out. Sit tall. Reach across the body and down the leg. Just reaching as far as feels comfortable. If you need to, you can always grab like a strap or a towel, take it around the foot to help you. Now bring those hands to the floor in front of you and lean forward. Should be feeling a stretch along the hamstring, the back of the leg. And sit up. We're going to lay down on our back, okay? So grab the back through your legs, slowly roll yourself down. Take one leg to the floor, bend that other knee, hug that knee towards the chest. I take my neck and ever so slightly off of center, so it's almost heading up towards the armpit. I'm going to take that opposite hand, grab the knee, gently pull across the body while the opposite arm lays out. Try and keep the shoulder blades on the floor. Just bring the knee across the body as much as your flexibility will allow. Then bring this knee back to center. Kick this leg down to the ground. Bring that other knee up, hug it towards the chest. Take that opposite hand, grab the knee while the other arm lays out to the side. Gently pull that knee across the body as much as the flexibility will allow. Bring this knee back to center. Bring the other knee up. And grab both of them nice and wide or wherever feels good. If you'd like to add a little rocking motion side to side, feel free to. We'll be here for just a few seconds. And then we'll head into figure four. Okay? All right, so release the knees. Cross an ankle over the opposite thigh. Thread the hands around that bottom leg and gently pull. Feeling a stretch through the glute and through the hip. Let's release, switch to the other side, cross that other ankle, thread the hands through, grab that bottom leg. Feel that stretch, just relax into it. Now release the leg, bring those feet to the ground. We're going to sit up, so I'm going to grab the backs of my thighs and gently pull myself up. Find a comfortable way to sit, okay? Bring the hands in front, interlace the fingers, push them away. We're going to bring them overhead, reaching up, stretching through the whole body. Feeling that stretch all the way from the hips, through the back, through the shoulders, through the arms. Take it slightly to the side. Slightly to the other side. And then up through the center. Release. Roll the wrists as they come down. Roll them the other way. Shake it out. Let's do a deep breath together. Okay, let's inhale our arms up. Exhale our arms down. All right, thank you for joining me here today. nice and early on such a cold, cold morning.